Hi everybody, it's Ann Patchett and Nemo Van Devender at Parnassus Books. You might realize that we are a little off on our timing. Today is Friday. The books got laid down on Tuesday, but due to the fact that we are making a new internet ordering system that's going to make everything so much easier and more fun, we've had to move Tuesday to Friday. Roll with it. We're going to be great. Okay, so Friday. Book today for Parnassus Books for Business is The Coming Healthcare Revolution, 10 Forces That Will Cure America's Health Crisis. Wouldn't it be great if it worked out? 10 forces curing America's health crisis. It seems like it should be maybe 1,000,010. All right, now speaking of healthcare, Everything is Tuberculosis, The History and Persistence of Our Deadliest Infection. This is a book by John Green. John Green, America's best loved YA author, has taken his enormous forum. Everybody listens to what John Green has to say, and he has used it to write a book about tuberculosis. Way to go, John Green. And Kat has already read this book, and she said it's brilliant, and she loved it. And I'm going to read it immediately. A book that I saw in the New York Times last Wednesday, in the cooking section. It was called Care and Feeding by Lori Woolliver, and she worked for both Mario Batali and Anthony Bourdain and was a chef herself. And it's just sounded like such a fascinating story of working in kitchens with two giant personalities who needed a lot of hand-holding and managing, and they were brilliant. They were the best of times, they were the worst of times, and she was right there with them. So it was a full page write-up in the cooking section, which is my favorite section after the science section on Tuesdays. And then Martha Stewart, Gardening Handbook, huge, beautiful. Say what you will, the woman does a really great job putting out a book. All right, Lindsay, what you got?
So, horse walks into a bar. Stop me if you've heard this one before. Hey! Kristen Arnett is out with a new book today. Kristen Arnett is one of my favorite unhinged literary fiction writers, and now she's writing about clowns in Florida. We have an event with this one next month, so you'll hear about that at some point. Kristen will be in conversation with wonderful Liddy Conklin. We can't wait. For all my weirdos on staff who love to read about cults, there's like a handful. It's fine. Out today is Nicole Covey, Oh Sinners, which follows somebody investigating a cult in California. It's literary fiction. If you like historical fiction that's also scary and also has vampires, Stephen Graham Jones is out with The Buffalo Hunter today. Beautiful sprayed edges, but also Stephen Graham Jones writing about vampires. I can't wait. And for some classic historical fiction, Southern icon Patty Callahan Henry is out with The Story She Left Behind. Her last book was The Secret Book of Flora Lee. I'm double checking if I got that title right. Flora Lee is the main thing you need to know. This one is more historical fiction from Patty. It follows multiple generations looking for a lost book, a missing author, intergenerational women's stories being discovered. We love to see it. And kicking it over to Elise.
Hi, everyone. On Monday, we are hosting Carrie Madden Lunsford. Very exciting, middle school. This is Werewolf Hamlet, and I just want to read. With humor and heart, Carrie Madden Lunsford weaves together Shakespearean insults, adventures with Harry Houdini, and a deep look at love between brothers. I just couldn't have said it better myself.
Can I say something?
Yes.
I know her.
Oh.
I really like her. I've known her forever, and she is a terrific person. So yeah, Carrie Madden Lunsford. All right.
There you go. Do we need anything else? Okay. Well, yeah, we do, because on Wednesday, we have the wonderful Emma Donahue, and she is going to be in conversation with our fabulous Kat Bach. Now, she has written Room, and she's probably a very good friend of
She
Anne's.
is.
And
I
she
know
has
her.
written so many
I
wonderful
really,
books.
really like her. She is such a brilliant, interesting person. And you know what? She's Canadian. I mean, she was Irish by birth, but she was born in Canada. I'm sorry, I'm like stepping all over
you can
your
just stay
lines,
here
but-
because you might be friends with the next person.
Sorry,
too.
okay.
Okay. All right, so this is the Paris Express. There may be some seats left. I hope there are because we're talking about it. Check the website when you have a second. And then after that, we have Allie Millington. And I think maybe everybody on the planet has read Olivetti. And this, Rayanne pointed out, was the only middle school book that Tom Hanks has ever blurbed. So blurred by Tom Hanks. And then, of course, is she a friend of yours?
No, but I have an Olivetti.
Okay, close enough. And then, of course, Saturday, 10:30, story time. Speaking of story time, I am going to hand it over to the fabulous Rayanne.
Thanks, Elise. Hey, hey, hey. The biggest book in Kids in YA this week comes from Suzanne Collins. It's a new book in the Hunger Games series, Sunrise on the Reaping. This is Hamish's story. Come and get your copy today. And also in YA, True Life in Uncanny Valley by Deb Coletti. This is about a girl who only knows her father from afar, but pretends to be a nanny so that she can get close to his family. In picture books, Giraffe's book is Missing a Story by D.K. Ryland. Sarah, I know you loved Giraffe is Too Tall for this book. Now his book is missing a story, and he and his friends have to make up one. So cute. Deb Petty and Jaron Chapman have Monty and the Mushrooms. Monty is living a quiet, calm life until the mushrooms invade his home, and they are so chatty. Sticking Out in the Woods, So Tortoise Dug by Emmy Kastner. This is a book that explains something by telling you a story, and Tortoise and Mouse are friends. Their home floods, and Tortoise has to dig a new one. But where is Mouse? And wrapping it up with Adam Rex's Echo, Echo, Echo. It is about a boy who has always been validated by somebody who lives across the valley. Everything he says, they agree. Until a girl moves in next door and she tells him that that's really not how it goes. So he sets out to find his friend across the valley. It's so cute and fun. All right, thanks for listening. All of these will be on our new releases page for easy shopping. Happy reading.